I'm tall. And this isn't. To the audience, City Council, thank you. My name is Deborah Pohl, and for 25 years I've lived on Rolling Ridge Road, which is directly adjacent to the Christian Science Church located at Via Campesina near Palos Verdes Drive North. The city has cited this property for the erection of a 116-unit apartment building, which, if that's done, would exponentially devalue my single-family home, as well as the residences of other residents of Rolling Ridge Road. My ask is that you remove the property, that site, from your list, especially since it is directly adjacent to me. My cursory review of the housing element plan shows that it requires the building of 199 housing units in PVE. PVE cites the Christian Science Church property adjacent to me as appropriate for the erection of this apartment unit, apparently in response to the development of housing and community of the Department of Housing and Community Development letter of April 12, 2002. Such a building would come with its corresponding noise, density, traffic, and probably increased crime, as more density can invite more crime. And I know that I, and at least one other resident of Rolling Ridge Road, were the victims of residential burglaries in the very recent past. The city can comply with the state's mandate, as ridiculous as it is, even if it removes the church property from the site while adhering to its long-held general plan and zoning laws. The general plan is designed to preserve the quality of life, and it sets guidelines for the areas, among others, of open spaces, housing, scenic highways, safety, noise, and most importantly, neighborhood compatibility. A 116-unit apartment building directly adjacent to me and the other residents of Rolling Ridge Road is not consistent or compatible with the policies written in the city's general plan, especially as they relate to neighborhood compatibility. Indeed, deed restrictions imposed by the city of Palos Verdes Estates prevents PVE from development of these multi-family housings on this property that's directly adjacent to me. This would be offensive and probably actionable, to which the residents of Rolling Ridge Road and the church object. I know my time is running out, but just give me one more minute. Another goal of the city's general plan is to maintain low density with a predominantly single-family residential pattern. Building a 116-unit apartment across the street from me is inconsistent with that goal. A primary focus of the housing element plan is also to protect existing residential neighbors and to preserve the quality of the existing living environment. So, what about us? Finally, I do not know where any of you live, and I don't need to know it for my last point. But I would wager that none of you would want to live next door to a 116-unit apartment building that would destroy the neighborhood compatibility of your homes.
Thank you.
All we ask is that you give us